Video, we're going to focus in on probably the less exciting part of this course, but a very important part, which is the policies and the expectations. Okay, first of all, when I talk about policies and expectations, what these things tell us, or basically tell me, they tell me what I can expect from you, and they tell you what you can expect from me. Okay, and it's good for you to know what I expect from you. So the first thing we need to talk about is the feedback policy, which is something that you can expect from me. Any kind of assignment that you do online through the Connect software is going to be graded instantaneously. Okay, so you'll get a grade in Connect right away. At the end of the week, I will transfer that grade to your Moodle page. Okay, the lab reports have to be submitted online, but they have to be graded by hand, as do the exams. So they're going to take about a week to grade before I can get those back to you. In terms of emails, generally speaking, you can expect to hear back from me within about 24 hours, though I do ask for a little bit of grace on weekends and holidays. That might take an extra day or so. Okay, now the expectations that I have for you folks, well, they're going to differ depending upon whether or not we're talking about face-to-face conditions or online conditions. When we're face-to-face, I expect everybody to show up on time, and I cannot stress enough how important this is. Okay, we're doing lab work when you come in for class. Okay, the very beginning of class, I'm going to be talking about how the lab runs. I'm going to talk about the safety aspects of the lab that we're going to carry out. If you miss that lecture, I cannot allow you to do the lab. It's just not safe. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're there on time. If you get there after the lecture, I'm just going to have to ask you to leave. It's expected that when you walk into the lab that you are going to be ready to do the lab, which means you've already read the lab procedure. You already know what the lab's all about. Once you get in here, I expect that you're going to work safely. That means you need to be wearing your safety glasses. That means you need to be wearing your safety shield. You also need to make sure that you have long pants and closed-toed shoes. Again, if you come in without long pants and closed-toed shoes, I have to send you home because it's just not safe for you to work like that. And then finally, I expect that you will abide by whatever safety protocols the college has put in place, particularly in light of the pandemic. So everybody needs to be wearing their face masks throughout the entire class. They need to be worn properly. You need to socially distance, and you need to make sure that you clean up your workstation before and after you're there. Okay. Now, the expectations that I have for you online is that I expect that you're going to um, check your email every single day. Okay, so many things can happen so quickly these days that I need to be able to get into contact with you relatively efficiently. There's going to be lecture videos that we're going to be creating for this class that you're going to be expected to watch on your own time. You're also going to be expected to complete the Learn Smart and the homework assignments, okay, online on your own time. Okay, you're going to be expected to submit your lab reports online as a PDF. This is important. The lab reports must be submitted electronically. You cannot email them. You cannot give me a paper copy in the lab. These have to be submitted as PDFs directly to Moodle. That's the only way they can be graded. Okay, and when exam time comes, I expect that everybody's going to try to find a place where they can take their exam that's quiet, that's free of distractions, that does not have other people in the rooms, specifically people who might be able to help you with the exam. Okay, and that's why we keep that Google Meet going during the exam time, because it's really important that we maintain the integrity of the exams. Okay. In terms of behavior, we already talked about what we need to do in terms of COVID-19. So we're just going to follow all the procedures here. As far as communication technology, of course, I know everybody has cell phones. I'm sure everybody has to worry about getting emergency phone calls. All I ask is that you don't answer the phone in the classroom and that you don't just sit there the whole time texting. I'll let you guys read through the honesty policy there on your own, and the notice concerning that this syllabus has been created to the best of my knowledge. However, I do reserve the right to make changes throughout the semester, but those changes will be officially made to the syllabus, which you'll be able to access on your Moodle page. Okay, and that concludes the expectations and policies portion